Far too often you're racking your brain on what's going to be the next present you're going to make that special someone for whatever the next holiday or special occasion is coming. In this video, I'm going to take advantage of a present that I received, which is Flecha Azul Cristalino Tequila, and I'm going to see how it pairs with different styles of chocolates to figure out which one of these I would gift along with this for that special somebody. Before I dive too much into this, I do want to let you know this video is not sponsored. Nobody's paying for it. I do have a bunch of Lindt chocolates and Flecha Azul tequila, but nobody's paying me to do this. As far as the chocolates go, I have purchased basically a 70%. I have purchased an 85, 90%, 95%, 100% cocoa. This is going to be nice, dark, and intense. And then 3 flavored ones. I figured maybe some sea salt. Salt and tequila typically go very well together. Then there's intense orange, which also, as you know, the margarita has tequila and orange in it. That could also do very well. And also tequila and any type of spice. So here I have Lindt chili. Now, I did mention this video is not sponsored. One of the other things that I should also mention is that a Cristalino tequila is basically a tequila that's aged either over a year or over 3 years. So it's either an añejo or an extra añejo. In this case here, it's an añejo. I believe it's aged a year and a half. But what the producer actually does is they filter out the color. And by filtering out the color, you get kind of this clear color tequila, which has the benefits of both a añejo because of the wood contributing its vanilla spice notes to it, but the kind of smoothness, slickness, easy drinkingness of a blanco. This one here, again for gifting purposes, kind of comes in this really cool gift box. I'm going to go ahead and open it and pull out the bottle. Okay, there we have it. Let's take a look. Flecha Azul, 100% agave azul. That means it's made from 100% sugars of the agave. No other sugars are added. Tequila añejo, so it is an añejo, and Cristalino, which is what makes it clear in color. It says it's a collector's edition, and it's made in Mexico, which it must. And the agaves here are harvested by hand, and it is bottled at the source. Now, what gave me the idea of the chocolate pairing here is that Cristalinos at times have some vanilla chocolate flavors to them. And so chocolate, will it be a pairing that will go well together, or will these notes not work well together? I'm gonna find out. So, isn't that such a beautiful song? Okay, so I just dropped the cork, so you should give me a like for that. And let's go ahead and pour a generous amount. And the reason why it's got to be generous in this case is I have quite a few chocolates to go through here. Okay, and go. I'm going to start from the lightest. And so let me start from 70% cocoa. Now, I am no chocolate expert, but I do know that the less the cocoa in it, the more the sweetness comes into play and the less the bitterness comes into play. So here I have 70% cocoa. Okay, let's see what this is all about. I always like to rinse the palate first with the liquid and then taste. By the way, nice little aroma here, even more citrusy than I thought from a lowland tequila. Nice little grassiness and herbaceous. Literally herbaceous, I mean minty, herbal here. It's got a nice little briny note to it. Yeah. So it has its own little quote unquote salt content. All right, so for the 70%, I'm gonna go with no. Now, drinking Cristalino tequila and eating chocolate is never a bad thing. So is this terrible? No, it's not. However, the sugar content, the sweetness of this 70% is basically overpowering the tequila. So I need something that wants to be less sweet. So I'm gonna go from the 70 to the 85. Sip of tequila, always first. Now I'm getting a little bit of ash flavors from the tequila as well. Now sometimes some might say ash, that doesn't taste good. No, it tastes really good in tequila. This is already a better pairing. I'm digging that. Okay, let's move on to 90% cocoa. Salud. Yeah, I will say the pairing from earlier, the 85% with the Cristalino is on point. I'm liking it. This is a really cool pairing. Now my new favorite. And I hope that every bar I open gets better and better like it is. 95%. And I don't know much about Lindt. I do know that this is Lindt Excellence. I purposefully went with this brand because you can find it in any store, and so I didn't want to send you to crazy places to go find that really obscure chocolate that I felt would go with this. When we're trying to buy presents, we also need to sometimes keep in mind that people are busy, they're looking for a last second thing, and this is all last second stuff. Taste of tequila. Yeah, I'm liking the brininess. Nice little sprinkle of salt in here. Dig it. It's not superior to the 90, but from a chewing standpoint, it's a little too chewy for me. 100. That's cool. 100% cocoa, 100% agave. Maybe 100 and 100 were meant to be together. I don't know. Here you go. Oh, this has a whole different package. How cool is this? And this one basically unsealed. Whoa. I hope this works well because I think this presentation here matches the really cool presentation of Flecha Cristalino. And so it could really be a special treat. The squares of chocolate here are smaller, which is a good thing because it matches the sip, right? So when you take a sip of tequila, you need your square to be smaller than the ones I've had so far. So maybe this is a match. Let's see. Okay, so at the beginning of the chew, I thought this was not gonna work. And I don't know why. But now, this chocolate here is coming out with a little nuttiness. And yeah, just got some nutty, cool, bitter notes. This one here is my new favorite pairing. And I think it has to do with not even necessarily the difference between 95 and 100 or 90 and 100, which obviously is there. I'm no chocolate expert, like I said. But I think the thinness of this chocolate means that the chocolate is trying to be less of a bully with the tequila, because when you're taking a bite, you're getting a little bit of chocolate and you're getting a little bit of tequila. And those two little bits are working well together versus taking a big bite of something this, or a small bite of something this thick, wants the chocolate to be a little bit more dominant. So that right there, 100 and 100 is a home run to me. Let us move on to the flavors. I'm pretty excited about these. As I mentioned, these three, all three of these, whether it's sea salt, orange, or chili, just a home run with tequila, literally. People have been drinking cocktails with tequila and with those three flavors for a very long time. Now we're back into the thicker squares here. So I'm not gonna be biased to it just because I had the one with the thinner square and say that it was the best. Maybe this one's better. Let's see. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, this is a home run. That sweetness in this case here, along with the salt, is going so well with the tequila. Intense orange. Okay, none of the flavors are there. They've all been shadowed by the orange in the orange chocolate. I mean, isn't this supposed to be a home run? Chili chocolate with tequila. Let's see. Meh. I'm not getting it. I'm getting a nice little kick in the back of my mouth, which I get, but no, definitely not the chili with the tequila. The 100% competes against sea salt. Which one will it be? Now, between you and I in the fence post, just buy both. Come on, just get them both. Let the person you are buying the present for decide, but I'm promising you an answer, so let's go. I've already made my decision. The big square is too much. The big square is it wants to be the only player in the game. So from a textural standpoint, getting the mouthfeel and the texture, let alone the flavor, forget about the flavor for a second, just the body weight of this tequila, which is actually nice. And comparing it to that one there, it's like, I don't know, trying to pair sushi with tiramisu. You'll never get there. Why? Because tiramisu wants to be the only player in the game. So while that chocolate is incredible, and while, yes, you can serve it with tequila, I would probably rather go with an aged spirit to reach optimal pairing. And so, here we go. Okay, and the winner is, my hands are dirty. They have the same texture, they have the same intensity of flavor, and they go very well. They're both, I would love to say, they're intensely good without showing off, okay? What do I mean by that? Let me give you an example. I don't know. Remember when you used to watch, I'm gonna age myself right now, but remember when you would watch the A-Team and B.A. Baracus would jump out of the van and he would machine gun in the air and he had the big chains and he was gonna make the job happen? Well, and then on the other hand, you have more like James Bond, right? James Bond just came with the suit. You didn't see him do anything. He never broke a sweat, but he would get the job done. These two here seem like the James Bonds right now. They are simply acting very mature, but they're popping with flavor. They could be showing off, but they don't want to show off. They're just cool. So if I had to call it, I would do, and again, I would probably, you can't just buy one bar of chocolate anyway, so I would either buy a couple of these or one and one, whatever that combination is. But if I received this as a present, I'd be a really happy person. And there you have it.